Regis is probably going to give me a kick up the arse for taking so long to get back to him with this sample. Just been a bit absorbed by Toussaint since then. We've been vindicating vineyards, collecting treasure, solving mysteries, your usual in the Witcher world. But I thought it'd be best time to head back and pay him a visit. Now we've still got plenty to do in this world, so my intention anyway is to see Regis, complete this stage of the quest, do the next step of the main story, then I'll see. Because depending on if it all sort of entwines, I'll do sort of the next section of main story quests, and then we'll head back out, and my first stop is going to be trying to get the Grandmaster Bear School armour, because we haven't got any of the full sets yet, and I'm due my coin getting another rinsing, so please tell me I can actually go in through the door this time. Thank you, Regis. So again, he's been waiting for me for quite some time, so I imagine he's eager to get on with whatever he's got in store and mind for us. Rolling with style. Oh yes, of course, this was... I haven't been around this full place yet, have I? Oh! There he is. I thought I could hear like a brewing of some sort. Give me 1 second, Regis. Let me have a look round. Because this was the... Okay, that was the thing I couldn't loot. Yeah, we've been in there. Because this is the way we came in through the cave. And then this triggered... Yeah, this triggered the quest, so I wonder if there is anything else around here. Biography of the Vampire Regis from the Quill of Dandelion. One of the most extraordinary individuals I have encountered during my numerous adventures at Geralt's side was the vampire known as Regis. To be precise, he was known as EMIEL Regis ROHELLEC TERZIEFF-GODEFROY. Hope that was pronounced right. By his own reckoning, he was 428 years old and was the descendant of unfortunate beings trapped in our world during the conjunction of spheres. You are surely thinking, dear reader, about catacans, alps and other such monsters, and are pondering how it was that the Witcher, who, it must be admitted, is a slayer of monsters, came to keep such a company. I must here explain that Regis was a higher vampire, a creature which physically does not differ all that much from a man. Higher vampires are also much more powerful than their wild conquerors, and their regenerative abilities significantly outpace those of anything else you have encountered or can even imagine. But it is not because of his outer appearances or inner strengths that Regis became our dear companion. True, he could be pretentious and rather pompous in his frequent length perorations, but one would be hard-pressed to find him the haughtiness usually present in higher beings. Regis valued human life dearly and refused to kill unless forced to do so. As he once confessed, higher vampires do not in fact need to drink blood at all in order to survive. They treat it as somewhat we treat alcohol. A rough grasp of this dynamic might be given to you by the fact that, when we met him, Regis had been abstinent for years. He had never revealed to us why he decided to join our search for Ciri. He had never met her before, nor did he live to see her. He died at Stieg Castle during the battle against the mad mage Vilgefortz, who was responsible for the whole affair. He died for a cause which he surely did not fully understand, but he did it to defend those he held dear, and simply because it was the right thing to do. I shall always remember him as the rural surgeon reeking of herbs. It's how he came to us during our first encounter at the Fen Khan necropolis, when he treated me and my companions to a fantastic brew he made from mandrake root. Wherever you are, my friend, bottoms up. It's a massive point to the books there, using that source material, a little bit of story. Another chest hidden around here, doesn't look like it. Anything hidden in here, Regis? So long he died of boredom. That's the way we just came in. Okay, I think we have everything.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Pretty helpful creatures. Call on them often?
I try not to overdo it. But they can be so useful. As they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
For who? I think everyone near him, if this is the plan.
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit TESHAM, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Need to prepare? Nope, I think we're fine to go. Regis, this place, TESHAM. Tell me more.
TESHAM. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of TESHAM. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See no reason to dawdle. TESHAM. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sangurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I had no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for TESHAM. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
That makes two of us.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a high vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Look the way Regis. Right, I'm half tempted to go back up here because I did see a chest. I know he's wanting me to move along quickly, but let me just have a little nosy around. Okay, this is the body.
Victim's been disemboweled, intestines ripped clear out. Scurvers have gnawed on this corpse, repeatedly.
Yeah. Oh my god, actually these ruins are quite extensive, aren't they? I saw a chest in this tower. We must be able to come back here. So where are we? Oh, right, okay. Down to the southeast. Right, I tell you what, we'll leave everything above ground, but I'm going to make sure there's a book down here or so. I'm going to make sure I've looted everything inside at least. We might not be able to get back in here, considering a higher vampire opened the door for us. I don't like the sound of that. Leather... TESHAM... Ooh! Whoa! TESHAM steel sword. TESHAM armor. TESHAM trousers. Champion of TESHAM. What is this? I am he who serves the tribe. Exalted above men, I renounce human weakness. Uplifted by men, I become keeper of my flock. Filled with strength, I turn my sword against the enemies of the tribe. I am master and slave. I am executor of the will of the tribe. I accept this sword and this armor so I may serve this tribe. Human husbandry.
Human husbandry and care? This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. While suspect that it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beggars have breathed their last here.
I'm gonna have to remember to read that book once we, or if we come out of this place. Wouldn't like to fall down there.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Battery cage versus free range. Lovely.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Whoa. TESHAM MUTNA mask? Is that... I've never seen... Is that the first ever helmet of a set? We miss a piece though. We still miss two pieces, in fact.
Cells? Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from my history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadlaugh's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Whoa. Gotta be something in some of these cells.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Dead. Those who went east, beyond the Blue Mountains.
Whose is this glyph?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
Is it? Oh crap! I nearly walked past this. So there's nothing here. It's silver emerald ring. Nothing of much value, it seems. Oh. Transcript of a conversation with a lower being. Think highly of themselves. Master Ezekiel Hildegard and a human being. Who are you? My name is Alex Viscount. Skin trembling, I'm scared. I don't understand. Do you know what fear is, sir? No, I have mastered your language, yet some concept beyond me. What is fear? It's a feeling that destroys every other feeling. It controls your head and your heart. What do you mean? I thought it was a kind of pain. I have carried out tests in my laboratory on people, and I have discovered that a mother subject to appropriate stimuli is able to forget about her child and can think only about how to avoid pain. So fear would be similar to pain? No. Pain rules the body, but fear is born in the heart. Oh yes, what you say is very interesting. I think I will have to examine your heart in the laboratory. What do you mean, examine? I mean examine. Take it out, subject to proper examination. But sir, that would kill me. Yes, your morality is a great convenience, but it was not me who created your species, and I am not responsible for its excessive frailty. The conversation was carried out in human language and such was written down. The transcript does not need translating. No, I wouldn't think so. Notes from a TESHAM MUTNA prisoner. I found a piece of parchment that fell from the pocket of one of the monsters. I also have a lump of coal. I would write this in my own blood, but I hardly have any left. I am cold. Every third day they come and open my veins, after which I cannot move. I can't go on much longer. From the next cage I hear the howls of terrified people. If I had the strength, I would smash my head against the bars. I hope it won't go on much longer. Alois from the cage next to me died yesterday. They drank him to death. This must have irritated them because I heard them arguing in their strange language. They brought new people this morning. You could say that a supply of fresh blood arrived. They have no idea what they are in for. My only comfort is that I know already that I won't have to live through the terror that I felt the first time they came for me. I have no idea what they wanted until they pulled out their shiny instruments. I have never seen such beautiful metal. My blood glistened a purple silvery colour in those instruments. Okay. I'm liking reading all these extracts from prisoners here. But if there's going to be a full set, we're missing the silver sword and the gloves. There's the gloves. Hold on. TESHAM MUTNA armor. Is this like vampire armor then? Killing opponents restores vitality. The amount of vitality restores equal 1% of the maximum vitality for each element of the set worn. Current amount is 0%. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the headpiece? Yes. 6. Oh, so it is at 6, so 0 out of 6. Oh, that would, I suppose, make sense if it's a vampire set. Why would they make a silver sword which kills them? My god, look at the price on that thing, though! Woo! I might prep myself here, actually. I'll get some vampire oil on my silver sword. I wonder why I've got an extra. Ah. That's what the well-rested thing means, because I've upgraded my bed. That's smart, that. Okay, let's get that on. Right, what I'll do is I'm going to take... I'll take an Ekimara and a Water Hag. Save it, because I have a feeling we're nearly there. Here are all the symbols. And this looks like the chamber.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock, live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it, ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Yep. Regis. Oh, that's cool. He's turning on the lights. There's the next one. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to watch this. Oh, he's coming back down. Oh, okay, that was badass. Right, place bait in each of the 4 tunnel entrances. Okay, I can do that. This reminds me of the quest in Novigrad with Triss. Placing bait in the corner, only that time it was for rats and not vampires. So that extract we read from one of the TESHAM MUTNA prisoners, unfortunately, was happening when this Cadmar was being tortured in here.
This'll hold. Doesn't look like anything special.
I told you, Cadmar thrashed about inside it for over 2 centuries. Appearances can be deceiving.
True that. It's out of the way, put another one down. Christ.
Three done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
I'm gonna be in for some fun, and now this ain't gonna be easy. A higher vampire locked in a cage, and the intent on summoning more monsters to surround him. What could go wrong? Oh yeah, you can see the scent on it already. It's becoming very potent. But I imagine will work as a trap.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent, also my head. I started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please.
We just smelled the blood.
Oh no. Well, look, his bar's going up at the top, look.
Time to end this.
It grows. Let it overcome.
Oh my god, it's a blood.
I can hear more coming.
Jesus. There's some vampires here I ain't fought in a long time. Ooh, right. Full moon would be a good one here. As you see, let's tell which one's the flood, can't you? Watch out for that scurver. What the fuck? Yeah. I thought I was doing really well then. I must have got one hit by something.
Maybe we need a safe
Go number
word.
2.
You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, God. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
We just smelled the blood.
the next wave. Yeah, it must have been this ladder that killed me. Fucking hell.
Hanging in there.
Must have been that ladder.
I shall overcome.
Good, because I can feel more coming. Hold on, I'll let you out. Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you anymore. Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
That was quite the event, wasn't it? All those vampires and necrophages just surrounding that cage with Regis's bloodlust. Let's see what he says.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Deadloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
Resonance, it's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first, Step down or you shall regret it.
Fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him, still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse, cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlef. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Detlef. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the Port District. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Rest up, my friend. Rest up. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot of experience. Seeing those visions with Detlef, Delacroix, it's making me feel a little bit of sympathy for him. Did he really want to do what he did there, or was he forced to do it? I'm curious to really how this all came about. Last thought forest come to sleep. Regeneration potion formula. There's the decoction recipe. 8 measures of vermine extract, lash and fang. There you go. Broth made of young mango shoots. Grind the large ingredients. Boil everything. Yeah. I think there's anything else in here. Oh, I lie. Sarcophagus. Right. That's our way out. So with the bloodlust over, and we've successfully seen visions of what happened with Dettlaff, I guess it's into Beauclair we go to go and find the bootblack.
Was asleep amidst the trees. That's all asleep.